Hey everybody, welcome back to Mining Standard. I'm Corbin Hustler, and this is the Dinosaur deck. It's a lost world out here because we have all of the dinosaurs, and we're making it happen. So, this is Standard. I usually do Modern, of course, if you check out my Mining Modern series, but I do try to dip my toes into Standard occasionally. And here with the new format, people have been asking for it. I highlighted Merfolk last week. You can go into the videos here for TCG Player and check out those if you want to see how Merfolk run in Standard. But this week, we're doing it with Dinosaurs because this is just fun. This was Alex Fan took this to the top 64 of the SCG Open last week, and I loved it and wanted to give it a shot myself. So, it's a Red-Green Dinosaur deck. What that means, unfortunately, is no Gishath, none of the fun white dinosaurs, but a really consistent Red-Green Dinosaur deck that can just beat down while also interacting. So, the main base, as you would probably expect, there's a lot of red-green lands. A few ones worth mentioning are the Hashep Oases. A couple of these, you can pump a creature by sacrifice in the desert. We have a couple Scavenger Grounds here, occasionally good against graveyard decks, but basically your free deserts for the Hashep Oasis and the Ramanap Ruins, which can give you a little reach. Other one worth noting is the Sheltered Thicket, because it can cycle, really helping you in the late game. And this is cool with this set, our Rootbound Crags have dinosaurs in them. I'm not saying the old Rootbound Crag art wasn't good. It was kind of cool, I guess. It was a big tree, but this is a dinosaur, and this land's awesome. I just had to point that out. So the point of the deck is to cast a bunch of big dinosaurs and attack. So to do that, we have starting Commune with Dinosaurs, which will guarantee a land drop every turn, and find your gas later in the game. I don't know if I've ever seen any of these 1-mana Commune cards make the jump to Standard, but I think this one is actually pretty okay, because late game you can dig for the dinosaurs you need, and early game it'll ensure you hit land drops. Then we're ramping out the dinosaurs. So 4 Otopec Huntmasters, really good one, can provide at least 1 mana discount a turn, sometimes more depending on what you're looking at, and give it haste, which is just absolutely insane with something like Carnage Tyrant or Ripjaw Raptor. Drover the Mighty, 1 mana of any color for any spell, so that's nice. It's not just dinosaurs getting reduced here. Plus it's a 3/3 beater in the mid game, which is pretty strong. Removal wise, we have a Braids, of course, very good card in Standard all over the place. And this is a fun one. I love this Savage Stomp. I guess it's some sort of sea serpent thing taking on some sort of dinosaur thing. I don't know, but it is getting savagely stomped. So, Savage Stomp, put a 1/1 counter on a creature you control. It fights a creature you don't control. Essentially, it's Hunt the Weak. But it costs 2 less to cast if you target a dinosaur with it. And we have a lot of dinosaurs to target. So, it's pretty sick with something like Ripjaw Raptor, which is a 4/5 with Enrage. When it's dealt damage, draw a card. And it's going to be dealt damage. Regisaur Alpha. I love this. It's a lot of Tyrannosaurus Rex or Regisaurs or whatever they are here in this picture. Other dinosaurs you control have haste, so it's great for curving into Carnage Tyrant. And you immediately get a 3/3 dinosaur with it that can attack. Carnage Tyrant, of course, was the most expensive card in Ixalan. Not sure if it still is or not, but it can't be countered. 7/6, Trample Hexproof for 6. Great card. So the ones I didn't touch on here are Samut the Tested. I didn't know. I looked at this card when it was spoiled, and I didn't think it was good at all. I don't know if I'm sold or not, but it's certainly good in this deck, giving stuff double strike, etc. You can give one of your creatures double strike for +1. It's 4 loyalty for 4 mana. -2, you can deal 2 damage as divided as you want. I guess that's okay. And then -7, you get 2 creatures or planeswalkers, put them on the battlefield. So that's a pretty good one. You can get Regisaur Alpha and your Carnage Tyrant, and it'll have haste. Also, the other one here is Deathgorge Scavenger. And this one I know flew under the radar with Ixalan. But it actually just does a lot. It's a 3 mana 3/2, but when it enters the battlefield or attacks, you can exile a card from a graveyard. If a creature card is exiled, you gain 2 life. If a non-creature card is exiled, it gets +1/+1. So you can put it in play, you can exile a creature, you can gain 2 life. Really, really important against Ramanap Red to gain that life. And then when you attack, you can exile something else, and you're attacking as a 4/3 for 3. So pretty solid card all around here. Fills a lot of gaps in the deck. Now, moving on to the sideboard, a lot of kind of what you would expect. We have the Carnage Tyrants and the Heroic Interventions for the control matchups. They're obviously very good. This protects you from Fumigate, gives you permanents indestructible. Carnage Tyrant's just an unbeatable card for those decks for the most part. Sweltering Suns for the decks that want to go wide against you, and the mid-range decks that can do that. Vance's Blasting Cannons. Now, I'm not sure exactly where you want this. I can see it being good in a lot of different ways. For instance, it's probably really good against control, as that outpost siege mode, but it can transform to just be a repeatable source of damage. But I also think it can work in mid-range grindy matchups if you think you're going to get into those, where you can just save up to flip it and so on, and then it's just going to dominate the board as well. Magma Spray, either for Harvesters for the Ramanap Red matchup, then the Chandras and Glorybringers for the mid-range matchup show all those energy decks, etc. So I'm pretty excited about this. Dinosaurs, here we go. I was recently on a very long plane ride, 8-hour plane ride back from Europe, and I read The Lost World by Michael Crichton. So I guess in a way I was both doing research and preparation for this deck. So I'm excited to give it a shot. So here we go. I'm Corbin Hausler. This is Mining Standard, and here we go with Red-Green Dinosaurs.